This Edge of the World tour is the most popular tour. It has also great reviews. It is also a full-day trip from Riyadh. You will visit the Edge of the World, Jebel Firain, the Bats Cave, an old village ruin built 500 years ago. You will also enjoy. Don't forget these items on your trip to the Edge of the World, Riyadh. Water. Sunglasses to beat the glare. Hat. Camera. Closed walking shoes with grip, absolutely no heels. Comfortable modest clothing, plus or minus abaya to throw over the top for your photos. Windbreaker jacket for cold evenings on the escarpment. Tip for your local tour guide. A sense of adventure. Its 300-meter high cliffs rise dramatically from the desert, which in actual fact was once a thriving seabed. From atop this sheer wall of rock, you'll have uninterrupted views of the horizon, whilst keen spotters will see goats and their shepherds. Camels traversing an ancient caravan route and the paths of winding dried rivers below. This remarkable escarpment splits the country of Saudi Arabia into roughly two geological zones, sand to the east and mountains to the west.
Oh, बच्चा क्या मिल रहा है?
Wow. இங்கெல்லாம் தண்ணி இருந்ததுன்னா எப்படி கிராஸ் பண்ணிருப்பாங்கன்னு தெரியல.
It's just mild off-roading for us. Actually, not even off-roading.
இன்னும் அந்த இது மாதிரி இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அந்த மாஷ்.
मैं नदी का फोटो खींच रहा था मैं।
அவங்க கிட்ட சொல்லலாமா அபயா ஃப்ரேஸ்?
I visited the Edge of the World as part of my 5-day Ultimate Best of Saudi Arabia trip, which you can read to help plan your itinerary. Don't forget to visit the soon-to-be-opened Al Turawif Ancient Palace in Diriyah while you're in Riyadh. This was once the remarkable home of the first Saudi Arabian royal family. The Edge of the World is located roughly 150 kilometers northeast of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The drive will take approximately 2 to 2.5 hours. All departures leave from Riyadh. You'll eventually find yourself driving by some of the highest and longest stretching power lines in the world, which roughly delineate the escarpment edge. If you are going to plan your own itinerary and hire a car, best make it a 4x4. The terrain is unforgiving and Saudi Arabia is largely underdeveloped in rural areas. I'd also plan to go in tandem with another vehicle for safety and ensure your GPS is working well prior to heading off. Make sure you have a spare tire as there's a high chance you could hit a pothole or sharp rock. I'd highly recommend going by private or group tour for 4 reasons. The roads to the Edge of the World are rough and if not careful or experienced, can lead to catastrophic consequences. Particularly at night time, visibility is limited to a few meters ahead and there is no signage to indicate the impending cliff face just a few meters away from your car. Be very careful if you choose to self-drive.
2005 में
Why? Change mind.
இது போயிட்டு வரலாம்.
Investing into local tourism is a great way to assist Saudi Arabia in its endeavors to become more visitor-friendly and promote the country to the world. Local guides will also show you some incredible hiking trails that you may otherwise miss. Finally, most private tours will surprise you with a traditional meze platter, including dates and Arabic tea, while rolling out a red carpet for you and some comfortable desert seats at sunset. You can't beat this. The most iconic Edge 1 is only open to the public on weekends and displays a dramatic narrow ridge of rock that projects out into the desert below, with incredible 360-degree views. For sheer remarkability, Edge 1 has the wow factor, with its pillars projecting out boldly into the desert along a thin ridge. Another reason why you should go with a guide is if you find yourself wanting to see the edge of the world on a weekday. Most of the main routes are closed, and we found ourselves at a few roadblocks in Riyadh before our savvy driver revealed another back route that could take us there. Our guide also took us to a few viewpoints, rather than just the traditional one-stop shop at Edge 1. It was also great for photos, with way less people vying for space. The edge of the world can be extremely dangerous if traversing its landscape as a novice. For this reason, I'd highly recommend going with an expert guide from a registered tour company who is intimately familiar with the paths around the cliff edge. I had full faith in our guide, and he took us to some spectacular viewpoints. We only encountered one other tourist and guide during our few hours of hiking and exploring. Thanks for watching this spectacular journey. Until next time, stay tuned.